I wanna play a game.
Drew's not even here.
Well, too bad it's time to play with your food.
Sure. Hi, everyone.
Hey, everybody. We're learning about the author of Footsteps.
I don't get it. Press the
I don't know
next
what's
one.
going on. Hoping for the light to reveal their identity and erase our fears. That doesn't mean anything.
No.
Okay. Nothing! Is that all there is around here? Just empty air? My anxiety grows with each failed attempt. I refuse to believe that it was a ghost.
But it was a ghost.
Suddenly, when I move the flashlight again, I see a ghost.
Oh.
It's like, oh, well, great. Silhouette. I could not distinguish what it was, but for a moment, the light revealed something. Quickly, I point to the same place, only to discover, can I not just be staring at fog for the entirety of this game, maybe? That'd be nice. I hold my breath anxiously. I feel like he's anxious.
Yeah.
He may have said that once or twice. It was not an illusion. I am sure that I saw something. It was then that I hear there's something nearby. Without even thinking, I aim the light towards that place.
Why wouldn't you think about that?
I don't know.
Oh, suddenly
That's not fog, that's something. What I found leaves us paralyzed with an expression of disbelief on our faces. Yeah, I hope it's both. It was a white cat with eyes of intense red.
Thanks, cat.
Why would that paralyze you? It's a freaking cat.
Anything would scare you if you've been hearing noises.
But not paralyzed. You're like, oh, it's a stupid cat. We're stupid.
Maybe the cat's gonna hurt you. Have you ever... Okay, Austin, I had a cat, and sometimes when you got up in the middle of the night to pee, and the cat was in the hallway, you'd hear her claws grouping at the carpet, and you can't move. You're paralyzed with fear, because if you move, she's gonna attack your legs and scratch them up, and they'll be bloody, and it hurts, man. They're afraid of that cat, and I don't blame them.
But I've never been paralyzed with fear from a cat. Like, yeah, they're gonna attack you. I don't care. It's a cat.
I was paralyzed
Just
with
kick
fear.
it.
It wasn't...
Anyway.
We've had a conversation about this earlier.
Okay, anyway, let's see. Her look is not the friendliest to say something. Somehow, I get the feeling it's a female cat.
How?
I don't want to be honest, I don't want to know. Yeah, look, female. Suddenly, she lets out a thunderous meow that leaves us... That's how I would describe that. It was pretty thunderous. Yeah. Leaves us terrified. It sounded more like a lion roaring than a simple cat.
Sorry.
I like the first one. Like a lion's roar. Okay. The echo of her meow was heard throughout the forest, making it sound more sinister than it should be. That's not it.
She's hissing now.
Okay. It was then that suddenly an inexplicable force hits us three. Or there. I honestly wasn't sure. Okay, now it's white. It changed a little bit. I fall to the ground, and little by little my eyelids close. The fatigue becomes unbearable. Are we... Oh, is this his eyelids closing? Yeah, well, this wouldn't be the first time in this, apparently. I lose consciousness on the ground of the forest without knowing what was going to happen with me.
Oh, not to him, with him.
Yeah. Interlude before night falls.
With him.
Interlude? Wait, what?
I don't know.
What do you mean interlude? Was that like a prelude or what?
Next.
Is this between the story? What is happening? Whatever. Okay, whatever. I was like, is it over?
Should I?
Oh, we got happy music now.
It's a day like any other, so normal that it was almost painful.
Wait, why did you change? Why are we changing
voices? Maybe it's not you. You're probably sleeping.
Oh, okay, sure.
The only special thing could be said is that it's October 31st.
31st. It's October.
Yeah, see, I bet the interlude is saying it's a different person's perspective now.
Sure, why not?
Far were the memories when I was a kid and went out with my friends to ask for sweets from house to house. Just remembering it made me sigh. I feel nostalgic. Some things were better when I was a child, or at least it seems... Or at least seems like that.
Mm-hmm. On October 31st.
Mm-hmm. There were some who had good costumes, whether of superheroes or monsters. My friends and I, on the other hand, had to use our imagination. Why?
What? Why?
Hand had. On the other hand, had. I'm sorry.
You all right over
Yes.
Why'd they have to use their imagination?
Creativity was our costume, you could say. No matter how funny it could sound.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Why don't you just make a costume?
I don't know.
What's wrong with you?
I remember that my mother once painted red my face and told me, "You will be the devil."
Once painted red my face.
And told me,
"You will be
the devil."
Mom, why do you always tell me that? I like that at least I have face paint on this time, but you tell me that every day.
Stop.
Oh, come on, Mom.
But it seems only she saw it that way. When we went from home to home, everyone said I was the Tomato Man.
That's my favorite superhero. The Tomato Man.
From Mega Man 79.
Yeah, exactly.
But those things didn't matter to me, since we always had a good time.
Oh, good. Devil. Child.
If I asked for candy now, even if I had the best costume, I'm sure no one would give me anything.
What are you what? No. Why would
Can I have candy?
Yes. There's some right here.
See, I still get candy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Perhaps a scolding for acting like a child when I am 17 years old. Are you kidding
you
me?
can go check trick-or-treating at 17.
I went trick-or-treating at 17.
Yeah.
Now 21's pushing it.
A lot of people don't, but like, you totally can. Whatever.
But anyway, I can't stay in the past.
Go trick-or-treating as
I
long
must
as you
live in the
want.
present, no matter how little exciting that might be.
Every other sentence is like, I don't know what you're saying anymore.
Back to reality. We are a group of friends who don't have any plans for today.
Okay, sure.
How about I don't? You're still not old enough to go to a disco. It's because you don't live in the 70s.
No, you're not nearly old enough to go to a disco. What is this?
I don't know.
I want to go to a disco
Me
now.
too.
Halloween disco, baby.
And I doubt guys as us.
Okay, anyway.
I doubt guys as... I must be guys again still. Guys
Yeah,
as
you
us
could be a
would
guy,
have
that's
any
fine.
luck in that environment.
Okay.
The other option would be to go to a party, meet girls, and have fun. Dang it, I don't want to be a guy.
It's too late for that.
Everything perfect, except that nobody's invited us. Not being popular has its disadvantages.
Does it have its advantages too? Like, he's saying that as if we all assumed not being popular was the best thing to be, and I was like, but it does have disadvantages.
It's true, man.
It's like, what are you talking about?
Oh, darn it.
Oh, it's the same guy.
Oh, but I'm the friend.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, Axel,
Yeah?
let's have a couple of matches. What say you?
What matches of what?
Just literal matches. We're
We're
lighting
just
fires.
lighting fires. Should I be reading this
darn it,
again?
yeah.
Okay. My friend Steven called my attention while playing with the game console. Rush Red. I believe that's what the game is called. A fast and quite complicated fighting game for me. I would normally agree to play with him, but for some reason, I don't feel in the mood today. I have no desire to play now. Away with you.
Desire to play now.
Yeah,
This must have been a check.
No, he just said, like, away with you. Commoner, I have no desire to play. I replied with discouragement. I almost feel bad for doing it.
Boring.
Oh.
The AI is no rival for me.
Steven, he's got a name.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I'm Steven.
Why were you friend for so long and now you're Steven?
Because now we know I'm Steven.
We're not friends anymore. You're just Steven. Steven said with confidence.
Thank you.
that you're playing on normal difficulty does not help your argument.
Well, then just play on
I don't feel like losing, but if you want, you can challenge to Alfred.
Challenge to Alfred.
Yeah, that's like the worst thing anybody could do. I said, leading the attention of my other friend
I
to
got
my
this.
other friend.
I don't know how to play that.
Answered Alfred,
Butler.
doubting for a second. Oh, well, okay. He is sitting behind the PC, but it seems that he isn't, doing anything interesting. So there's a PC and a gaming console that they're using for this game now, or?
I think Alfred's sitting at the computer.
Well, why would he be behind the PC then? Wouldn't he be in front of it? There's so many questions. The screen only shows a lot of text. I think he is in Wikipedia. He's in it. He's getting sucked in. You gotta help him. Oh no. Hey, don't you have something more fun to do?
Shut up.
I asked with discouragement without even thinking about what he was reading. Alfred looks at me surprised.
The actual problem of society is that people are not interested in discovering their history.
He's one of those pseudo-intellectuals, always looking for any rare information to appear smarter than others. Am I right? Look at him talking about problems with society or whatever.
When we forget our past mistakes, we are doomed to repeat them.
What an idiot! Spouting off wise advice like that.
Punch him.
Hate that guy. He added later.
It was not later, it was just there.
Yeah, it was immediately afterward.
What are you talking about? This village is small and its story is not interesting at all.
You didn't put the apostrophe in the its? Excuse me.
I'm sorry I didn't put the apostrophe when I was speaking, okay?
I'm just kidding.
Okay?
You're not supposed to put an apostrophe in that it's. I was just trying to be annoying.
Facetious. That's not right.
That's not anything. Okay.
Nothing outside the normal has ever happened in it.
Okay. Alfred laughs mockingly after hearing that.
Your ignorance is worthy of praise.
Steven's like, thanks, man. That's really nice of you.
I appreciate it.
He pauses, filling his chest with pride.
How do you fill your chest with pride? Do
It
you like
hurts.
puff it up?
Just trust me. It's not worth it. It's very expensive.
Oh no. The very fact it is a small town is the reason it's full of many mysteries. Why did I add many?
Because this is confusing.
Did you know that 20 years ago on this date, a man disappeared.
I mean, probably. That's happening all the time.
He was on a date.
So, what about it? I hate that guy anyway.
You don't even know him. It was 20 years ago, although you may be from the 70s.
I ask without being impressed or even interested in the least.
He's old enough to go to a disco.
Right? Things like that happen all the time in all places. That's what I'm saying. Like, what are you talking? Of course a man disappeared.
But in this very village.
Oh, okay.
As I thought, you don't know the history despite living in this very place.
Dude, nobody knows the entire history of where they live. Are you insane? Alfred said while adjusting his glasses in an arrogant gesture.
There is a legend behind the disappearance. That is what I was reading.
After listening to him, I looked back at the computer screen with curiosity.
I wouldn't. I'd say you're dumb.
Yeah, after listening to him, I punch him with my shoe.
And move on.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't think it's punch at that point.
I think it's still a little bit punch.
Well, let's talk more about this on the next episode.
Okay, I'm fine with that. I hope we get to kill Alfred finally.
Yes.
All right, see you guys next time.
Bye, everyone. It's October 31st.
31st. It's October.
Yeah, see, I bet the interlude is saying it's a different
31st.
person's perspective now.